Hello and welcome. Happy October! I'm so excited that October has arrived and the lighting has changed and the air feels different and it smells different and it looks different and I'm wearing a sweater, although admittedly it's still way too hot for such things. I love October. I love fall. It's my favorite month of the whole year, and we're celebrating with two inks today, and that is a black ink and an orange ink. I thought that was kind of appropriate. So the two pens are both Sheaffer pens, and we'll take a closer look in just a moment. So the Sheaffer Oversized Balance, which is the larger pen of the two, has the Parker Quink black ink, and I have really enjoyed this ink. It's just so well behaved. It's really straightforward. It works on a variety of paper. There's nothing fancy about it. It just is. It's practical. It's pragmatic. I really like it. This ink is Autumn Oak. I actually ended up running out of ink in the pen, so I had to refill it. And Autumn Oak has become kind of a celebratory ink. So every time fall is near or arrived, I ink up a pen with it. The book excerpt that I'll be reading from today is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, although I'll only be reading the first paragraph. It's been a while since I've read a little excerpt from a book, and I thought it would be fun to do again. So I did anticipate writing a lot more with this particular pen. This is the Sheaffer Tuckaway with the Diamine Autumn Oak. But as you can see, it was misbehaving and leaking constantly. It's been a little while since I've last inked up this pen, so I don't know what has happened. Maybe a rubber gasket has dried up inside of the piston. But I decided to just run with the video anyways and share with you what happened, because it's a part of fountain pens. And while it makes me really sad when that's people's only experience with fountain pens is that they leak, because it's really rare, it does happen. And now on to the book. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, found among the papers of the late Diedrich Knickerbocker. A pleasing land of drowsy head it was, of dreams that wave before the half-shut eye, and of gay castles in the clouds that pass, for ever fleshing round a summer sky. In the bosom of one of those spacious coves which indent the eastern shore of the Hudson, at that broad expansion of the river dominated by the ancient Dutch navigators, the Tappan Zee, and where they always prudently shortened sail, and implored the protection of St. Nicholas when they crossed, there lies a small market town, or rural port, which is called by some Greensburg, but which is more generally and properly known by the name of Tarrytown. This name was given, we are told, in the former days by the good housewives of the adjacent country, from the inveterate propensity of their husbands to linger about the village tavern on market days. Be that as it may, I do not vouch for the fact, but merely advert to it for the sake of being precise and authentic. Not far from this village, perhaps about 2 miles, there is a little valley, or rather lap of land among the hills, which is one of the quietest places in the whole world. A small brook glides through it, with just murmur enough to lull one to repose, and the occasional whistle of a quail, or tapping of a woodpecker, is almost the only sound that ever breaks in upon the uniform tranquillity. As you can see, I gave the Sheaffer Tuckaway one more chance to show off this beautiful ink. And I actually was able to get a little bit of writing out of it without it leaking again. But that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching and being here. I appreciate it as always. I hope you enjoy October as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and one more thing. Brian and I watched My Fair Lady recently. And this is where the rain in Spain, blah, 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 that I always use in all of my videos. It has been with me since childhood, and that is how I remembered it, but I remembered it incorrectly for some reason. And so rewatching this musical, I think it finally settled into my brain. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. And I think from now on I'll be able to finally get this quote right. Or not. When editing this video, I realized I quoted it incorrectly the second time. I tried.